Hey everybody, it's Tarina. How are you? Okay, so I am coming live because I need to make a project for my church ladies group. If you guys don't know this about me, um, I am the activities director for my church ladies. And one of the things that we do every year is we do like a big, it's called Super Saturday, and it's super fun. We do a lot of different projects. And so I've got a couple of projects that I'm actually going to show you guys. One today, though, is we're going to make an ornament. And I had to get really creative because we try to do, everybody's at different budget levels, right? And so we want to make one that is more cost effective. And you know me, I'm always trying to use my stuff in my craft room and my craft stash. And I actually found some of these little wood pieces, and I found these cute little guys right here. And so I said, you know what, I could donate these, right? I probably have like 5 of these, and I probably have like 12 of these, and that's plenty. But I thought, man, these would make really cute. I drilled that, by the way. I drilled that hole. These would make really cute little ornaments. And so I started putting my thinking cap on. What can I use? What can I use? So I have already used this guy. You guys have seen this project with the house. Super cute. Oh, and by the way, if you want the information on this, just comment music. Put music in the comments below and I'll send you the supply list. Okay, so again, if you ever like wonder, what can I make? What can I make? Look at your craft stash, you guys. You might surprise yourself. So I grabbed like 5 ribbons because everything has to have ribbon. I gotten this stuff, Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree. I don't know. But grab some greenery. It doesn't matter where. And then I grabbed some ribbon. I have my twine. And then I'm just going to use some gold paste and black paste with what I'm going to do. The other thing that I thought I would do is add a little bit of like offset, would be to use the tiered tray and either do like Mary or Joy or Merry and Bright even. I thought that that would be really cute. Fa la la. All of those things are so, so cute. What a great idea to use on a little ornament. Okay, so that's all the things I'm going to use right now. I could change my mind. Welcome to the creative process, you guys. All right, I'm going to switch you around so you guys can see what I'm doing. And again, if you want to, also, you guys, if you comment, just put comment music in there, just music, whether you want the supplies or not. If you want to get my live notifications, like when I go live, make sure you just click or comment music and then click that you want to get my live notifications. Because if you're missing me, you're watching on replay, which we love it on replay. But if you're missing me, it's because you're not getting my notifications. I don't spam anybody. I just send out notifications when I go live, like right now. Okay, let me go here real fast. There we are. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create the background for this, and that's we're going to do. I have a couple pieces of just watercolor paper, cheap watercolor paper, you guys. I got it online, nothing fancy. This has been used many times now, so I don't have to fuzz it. All I'm going to do is pull this off. And it's so great. I have several projects available that I'm going to be doing with this transfer. So I'm actually really excited. I did do a project kind of as a sample for my church gals, and I'm going to redo another one so you guys can see what it is. But I flipped it over so the sticky side was up, and then it was easier for me to just kind of center this. See how easy that was? Rather than me going up and down and up and down. And then make sure that your words are upside right. It doesn't matter really, I guess. Okay. So I'm just going to use the gold paste. And if your paste, it needs to be about the consistency of yogurt. If it's not, you can always add a little bit of distilled water and stir it up, but this is perfect. So I'm going to use a small squeegee. I don't use these very often because I love my mini squeegees, right? But we're going to use it like the 4-inch squeegee on bigger projects because we're just using one color and then drag it down. That's all we're doing. Drag it down, cover up all of the screen. The screen is what's showing white. Okay. Drag that down. So I load it at the top, drag it down, and then scrape off any excess, making sure I cover up all that screen. Don't go over it too many times. You don't want to dry it out. So look at all that. I barely used any. Okay. Let's set that to the side. Okay. And now I'm going to lift this up. You guys, I think this is it's so pretty with the gold on this paper. Now, if you had to do a couple of sheets of this at a time, you totally could. But I'm just going to need one. So I'm going to dry this off. I'm going to use my heat tool just to dry it, and I'm going to put it on cool. Have it on warm. I just warmed it up a little bit just to kind of speed up that drying. Okay, that should be dry. Yeah, it's dry. Okay, the other thing I forgot to tell you guys is have some Mod Podge. Mod Podge is my friend. So Mod Podge, this is just the matte color. If you have glue, that'll work too. Okay, what one are we going to work on first? Let's see. Where's the other? Where did I put it? So grab a pencil out or a pen. It doesn't even matter because we're going to flip this over. And then we're going to do a rough circle. Where's my pen? I know I have some pins around here. Isn't that the case? Like you always can't find the pen when you need it or a pencil, or it's, dead, or it's dull or whatever. So obviously this is going to be way bigger than I need it, but it just gives me an idea for the outline. Same with this. So we're going to do 2 different ornaments. If you have like embroidery hoops, that would work too. Okay. So then I'm going to grab my scissors. So this guy was quite a lot bigger. So I want to go in probably a finger's length. Honestly, it doesn't matter, you guys, because your wood piece is going to be a little bit different than mine. All wood pieces are going to be different, and it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. You don't have to be perfect on any of this. That's the beautiful part about it. You just want it to fit inside that wood piece. Isn't that pretty? Ta-da! Wow, just like that. You guys, that was easy. But what a great, I don't know if you guys do like an ornament exchange. This would make a really cute ornament exchange ornament. This would make, if you guys do ornaments we a lot of times have craft projects at Thanksgiving. Now I do want this. See, I'm just kind of making sure that that'll fit. We make at Thanksgiving, when we have Thanksgiving here, we have like craft projects for the kids, but this isn't our Thanksgiving. So I'll probably it is our Christmas though. So I'll probably do a project with the kids, and this would be super easy to do. So for this guy, we're actually going to glue that with the hot glue gun. So I'm going to get that in just a second. This one, we're going to actually Mod Podge. So I'm going to glue it down first. Make sure where my top is. And then I can kind of feel where that is and just poke a hole. There we go. Okay. Just so I have just so I know where it's at. Okay. So I'm going to take my Mod Podge and put, now this is, because we're using watercolor paper, so it's thicker. You want to make sure that you really glue it down. So I like to put a nice thick layer of Mod Podge down. Okay. There we go. Okay, get all the air bubbles out. And honestly, it doesn't even matter if there is air bubbles, because I actually like the look of that when there is air bubbles. Okay, so then I'm going to go around the edge first. And if you need to, if it starts popping up, just kind of poke it down with your fingers. Now, remember, you guys, we used paste, so you don't want to reconstitute the paste. So don't go over it back and forth. You're just trying to get that to glue down. And then I'm going to go over the whole thing with a layer of the Mod Podge. This will actually seal it. Okay. And I kind of like to make sure that the edges are thick. Because that's where it always tends to pop up. Now, if it does pop up, if it dries and it pops up, that's okay. Just stick some more Mod Podge on it. And it kind of buckles, and I'm good with that because personally, I think it looks like vintagey when it pops up. Okay, let me rinse this off really quick. I'll rinse off my brush real fast. Okay, we're going to let that kind of sit to the side just a sec. And then I'm going to grab my hot glue gun. And then what we're going to do is we're going to glue this guy. Oh, before I forget, I want to make, because this is an ornament, I want to make sure I string some twine before I glue this down. Because once it's glued down, I'm going to have a real hard time. Oh, shoot. Just totally broke that. All right. Just going to string it long enough that I know I'll probably not need that much, honestly. Okay. And then tie it at the top. I just tie it in a double knot. You guys, I will not need this much. Now, here's another little idea you could do. I'm not going to do this for this one because I don't have enough beads for everybody, but you could totally add like I have a bag of beads, but I wouldn't have enough for everybody. So I'm just going to make this a real simple one. But you could add like different size beads. That would be super cute. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run a bead of hot glue around the edge. Come on. I probably did not give it enough time to heat up. That's my bad. I'm impatient like that. Okay, and then just lay that on top. Press it down. And then if you missed any spots, like it looks like I missed some right there. I'm just, oh gosh, this glue gun. I love this glue gun. It's a love-hate relationship, you guys. I want to get the bigger one. They have a bigger, I just love this one because it was teal. You guys know how I love teal. Again, if you guys want the supply list, make sure you put music in the comments and I'll get that information to you. And we could also go around here because I noticed I got a lot. But I'd rather have, it's like cutting your hair. You don't want to cut off too much that you regret it. So I can actually come around here and trim it. Because how many times have I cut my hair and regretted it? More times than I can count, probably. Okay. So again, look around your stash and see what little surfaces you have that are round or square, right? That you can use as a cute little ornament. I mean, that by itself is super, super cute, but we have more, okay? Let me put this back on the thing. So my good friend, Sage, I think a lot of you guys know who Sage is. She's my good friend. She's come to my house many times. She actually gave me, I know, I almost feel bad about using this, but I don't have a player piano. I don't. And so I don't feel bad about tearing into this. Oh gosh, maybe I do. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. But it's so pretty. But I'm going to use it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my paper cutter out. Oh, you guys, I'm having like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm actually going to preserve this end because like it's even numbered. I'm going to preserve the end because I have another idea for it as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this through. Do you guys ever do that? Like, I have a hard time with furniture refinishing, especially on vintage furniture, because I'm afraid to take away the sanctity of the oldness of a vintage piece of furniture. Because I feel like it has a life. Anyway, so I'm sure this has stories to tell, but it's so cool. It's so cool. Anyway, so my friend Sage gave me this fun paper. She bought or got, or I don't remember, at a sale or whatever. And so she's like, I think you could use this. And I'm like, oh, I can. It's very old and very fragile. So I'm really excited. Okay. So I'm just going to cut a length of it. Oh, okay. I'm going to wrap it back up because, again, I do have an idea for the other part of it. So I want to use that cute, like, end of it. I don't even know when this was made. I should look it up. Okay, so I need to flatten this. And I'm sure this is not acid free, so I'm not using it in my scrapbooks or anything, you know. Let me heat this up just a teeny bit. I probably should have thought about this beforehand, you guys. And flatten this under a book or something. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I just feel like oh, I'm doing something terrible to a vintage piece of something. Okay. All right. I'm going to get over myself. I'm going to grab out this transfer because I think I want to do like, now it's music, but I think I want to do like Merry and Bright on one. And then maybe this little one, do Merry. I think that would be cute. Just one simple word. Okay. For this, I'm going to need my fuzz cloth because I've not used this before. And this paper, I don't want it to really stick to a lot. So again, we're going to see if this is even going to work. All right, so I'm going to grab out my scissors. And I decided Merry and Bright, although that fa la la, so cute. This is the tiered tray transfer, the Christmas one. I'm going to be doing the tiered tray as well. So be looking for that one. I'm excited about doing that one. And if you've not seen the tiered tray put together, that one's a cute one. So I'm just going to go along the cut lines. If you're new to chalk, there's cut lines that help us determine where to cut the transfer. Okay, stick that back down. Oh, this is sticky. So I'm definitely going to fuzz that. When our transfers are brand new, they're really sticky because they're new and we want them to stick to things. And so we want to make sure that we really fuzz it before we stick it on some paper. If you are worried, then you can always put a little bit of surface wax on your surface. I think I'll be okay. I'll do it real quick. And if it sticks, it's okay. This too, I have done. And the reason I like to leave them on the backer sheet is it's easy for me to cut them this way and leave them on an entire backer sheet because then I organize it. And if you've not seen my organization for my transfers, it's on my link tree, and my link tree is in, I think that in the page description over here. Anyway, it's how I store my transfers. Okay, I'm going to fuzz these pretty good. I'm going to get my black. I need to make sure I have enough black. I think I do. I think I do. I think I do. Thinking positive. I've been using black a lot. Okay. I'm just stirring it to make sure. Yeah, I've got a little left. It's good. Not a lot left, but it's enough. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take my little bitty transfers, just kind of center them on the sheet. This paper is, music. So I'm making sure that I avoid those little holes. Let's see how this works, you guys. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's so perfect. Okay, let's do this one. This is a little longer. It's a little longer. And trying to avoid the little holes. It might not be, I might have holes in some of this, and that's okay. I'm going to hold this down over here. And I really didn't think anything through other than this part and the greenery. You could add bells, buttons, so much. I just kind of like, oh my gosh, this would be so great. And like I said, I was trying to think of something pretty easy, cost effective for a fun make and take at the church activity that we have for the ladies in my church. Oh my gosh, you guys. And so the R is right near a hole. So that doesn't look, that's not like, at first I thought, oh my gosh, it bled. Nope, it's right next to a hole. So it just, it's going to look like that. It's okay. All right, using the cold setting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at how fun that is. You can see right there that hole where the R is. So my finger, you can kind of see that. Isn't that the cutest? Okay, so do I want to use scissors? I think I'm just going to use scissors. And I want to kind of preserve the fun holes. I'm just going to cut straight across. And if I have to trim it, I can trim it. It's okay. You could even rip it. Rip it good. So I don't want it to be too big, right? Maybe I'll just do this. Where's my guy? Make it kind of look like a scroll. Again, creative process, you guys. All right. I'm trying to go at like an angle to get that look. Oh gosh, come on. Do this side again because I didn't do it at an angle. Oh, that's so perfect. Okay, sorry. You guys, I'm just getting ahead of myself. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Try to preserve as many of those little holes as I can. Where I have a lot more space on this one, I can kind of go a little thicker. So let's just trim this top a little bit. And then I also did get my ink pad. So I've got brown ink. I think I need to restock the ink. You can also use chalk paste. Oh, I also have my black ink. Sorry. I think I need to re-soak my ink pads. That's better. Black's a little better. Just kind of zhuzhes it up a little bit. Makes it a little bit more rustic looking. Oh, see, I'm like, oh, I got some paste on my background, but it's from the little holes. Okay. So again, I'm gonna kind of twirl this at an angle. Let me grab my glue. How did I do this one? Down. Yeah, I did do down. All right. And let me see what this is going to look like. Curl it up in the back. And you guys, you don't even have to use this. Like if you have scrapbook paper or whatever, you can totally use that. You don't have to go out and find old player piano paper. You don't. Okay. Unless you happen to have it. I'm just going to put another little dollop of glue just to hold it. How cute. Yeah, so note to self, before we do this as a project at church, I'm going to cut pieces of it and I'm going to, oh, and don't glue that. There you go. I'm going to flatten them. I'm going to flatten them a couple nights before. Sorry, trying to talk and chew gum at the same time. Obviously not working for me. Okay, so there's that one. Let's move these out of the way for a sec. That. How cute. So let me go grab my glue runner. Hold on for just a second. So not that hot glue wouldn't work on this. It will, but I don't want, for whatever reason, because especially since it's a vintage piece of paper, I don't want to put anything hot on it where it's going to show. So I'm just going to grab my ATG gun. If you guys have never seen an ATG gun, it's life. I have had this one. A friend of mine actually got me a smaller one, and then I bought this bigger one, 20 years ago, I think. And it's amazing. So if you're a paper crafter, anything crafter, it is such a wonderful tool to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down first. And then just kind of put a little dab of hot glue just to put it where I want it. I'm going to put another little dab of hot glue. Roll this one more time. Okay. Turn this. Got that hot glue up too high. Okay, a little lower. There we go. Cute. You guys, how cute is that? They're gonna love this, you guys. I'm so excited. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. It's not done yet, but we're going to go on to the next one just real fast and finish zhuzhing that in just a second. Okay, so again, I'm going to take the ink pad and just kind of zhuzh it a little bit. Note to self, I need to load my brown ink pad again. Okay, so let's do this. Get the hot glue. Put a little dollop. Okay. And then just twist. Do it again. I'm going to twist at least one more time. Come on. Come on, little paper. You can do it. Do you talk to your crafts too, or is it just me that's the crazy lady? Come on. You can do it. Whew, all of a sudden it got really hot in here. I know a friend of mine was just saying that they were getting snow flurries. California did not get that memo. Come on. I think it's just hot. Okay. And then again, oh gosh. This would make a cute, like, again, like I said, a cute, like, little class with your friends. Let's see how far I want to do that. Come on. This is just not wanting to hold that glue. I think it's hot. It's not happy. Okay. I'm going to do one more little twist. Put a little glue there to hold it. You guys, this is so stinking cute. And we're going to glue that to the sides. I'm going to twist one more time on this side. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to take and just kind of zhuzh it up again. Just ink it a little bit to make it look a little rustic. It also helps give it like dimension. Okay. All right. I know I say that a lot. Okay. All right. Because it's the next creative process. It's like, okay, where's my brain going now? Okay. So I'm going to put some glue right there. And again, these are going outside, so I'm not worried about it not adhering. A little bit of hot glue will hold all your worries, right? So then I'm going to run the hot glue right there. So cute. Okay, and then I'm going to stick a little tiny bit of glue right there. You guys, look how cute that is. Oh, I love it. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm so excited about this. Okay. So then we're going to just add some stuff to it. Put this back on the stand. So let's make a couple bows. So let's just make some cute little, like simple vintage bow. Let's see. I have a lot of this ribbon. That might be good. Or black and a lot of these are patterned. I don't know if I like the pattern. Maybe just a simple. Maybe this one. I don't know. I don't know. I think I kind of. I kind of like that one. Okay. So I'm going to make about the length of the thing. You always want to make, when you're doing this little vintage bow, you want it about the length of the project you're working on. And I'm just going to do two. Do I want to do this one? I might. Let's see. Let's just see, okay? It may not work. And then you just overlap them. And then I might need 3. Just might need 3. Or maybe just 1. I don't know. I think just 1, you guys. I think that's all it's going to be. Now, these are all just too big for that guy. So I'm going to do something a little different with that one. Give me just a second. Let's finish this other one. Take a sprig of our greenery. I'm going to loop some. I got some glue in there. I need to move that glue. Also, if you have a hard time putting your any kind of string or anything through, you can always hit the tip with hot glue, and that makes it almost like a needle, easier. Okay, so I'm going to tie off the top. Also, you guys, just so you know, I did not have my big drill piece in here. It's out in the garage, and I did not want to. I was being lazy. Yes, I was. So if you have a bigger drill, you can always use a bigger, make a bigger hole. I am just going to finish this off with 1 bead at the top. Leaving it natural. I'm going to tie it up here. Okay, trim that, and then let's finish it off. Always place your things before. Okay, take a little bit of twine. I cut my dovetails. I'm not going to make a deep dovetail. I'm just going to do a slight dovetail. Just kind of scrunch it. And wrap it with twine. If you wanted to make it with multiple pieces, you totally can. Then you just kind of zhuzh it and move it around to where you want it. This side's a little long, so I'm just going to trim just a teeny bit. Again, you can always cut off more. There we go. Okay, grab my glue. Flatten. And then determine where you want your bow. Okay, I'm just going to put a little dollop right there at the top. I'm going to trim that piece right there because it's in my way. Because that's how I roll, you guys. I love it with just the one little piece, the one little bow. Love that. Okay, I'm just going to trim my twine one more time. Again, you can always cut it shorter. You can never add. All right. Ornament number 1. Almost free. You guys, that's almost free. If I had to go out and buy all those things, it would cost me less than $5. I buy these in like big lots of stuff. I buy these in big batches of stuff. The ribbon I've had for a while. This was free. Obviously my transfers cost me something. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this little guy. I'm going to find a tiny, I don't think I really have a tiny piece of greenery. So I'm just going to find one that's not the longest, and then I'm going to trim it, or at least trim off some of the back leaves. Okay. All right. I still think I like it this way. It's kind of big. These leaves on the back side, and this is just what I had. So if you have something different, you can use whatever. But see, I don't think this one needs an awful lot of anything. Okay, so I'm just going to sit that there for just a second. And I was actually going to use this one, and I'll show you what I was going to do. It's big. It is quite big. But there's a solution for that. Let me put this on the charger. So again, you're going to cut about the width of the project. Cut a couple of them. Okay, then you're going to cut down the center. These are cute little primitive bows. Now, if it had a design on it, it would be difficult to do this. Like, I've done it, but I wouldn't cut this one because there's a design on it. Okay, so you're just going to stack them. Now, because there's wire on on one side of these, I kind of alternate the wire. Okay. Then I'm going to take my twine and then just pinch it in the middle like that. And then tie it off. And I even thought it'd be cute to have like a little bow in the center. I need to move that down. There we go. No, too far. Too far. Bless you. Okay. Trim that. And then what you can do is just move your bow apart. Cute, huh? And if the pieces are too big, which it might be, I'm going to trim this a little bit because, again, it's kind of big. But I didn't want to cut it too short. But this is a tiny little ornament, okay? It's a cute little primitive bow. Okay, so I'm going to grab my hot glue. Put a dollop in there. Stick my greenery in that. Wait for glue to dry. And then just layer that little primitive bow on top. Sorry. If I would have used my finger protectors, that wouldn't have burned. Hold on. I'll move this guy over. Note to self, grab your finger protectors because that's what they're there for. There. And then just kind of zhuzh up. And if you need to trim, like I found one that was off, trim it. Okay. I think even a cute little button right there would be, in the center would be cute, or some like holly berries or something. That would be cute. Okay, then I'm going to tie this at the top to hang my ornament. Okay. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So cute. I used all the things I found in my craft room. So here, let me show you this guy. Isn't he cute? And this guy, so cute. Okay, let me go here. Here I am. Ta-da! Okay, here's the first one. Really, really cute. And then this one. Again, all the things I found in my craft room, you guys. And then my friend gave me the paper. How stinking adorable, right? Love it. All right, you guys. I hope you love this. Make sure you comment music below if you have any questions. And also, if you want to get my lives to know when I go live, comment music below and to make sure that you get all my notifications. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been Tarina with Create with True. That's me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.